been more glad to see a post office in my life. Let's get that resupply. Well, let's make sure everything's in here. Praise the Lord, yes. Look at all that good calories, baby. Oh man, that is a good feeling. Now, let's charge some devices for a minute. I don't think I've ever felt more disgusting in my life. These boots might be done after this trip. They're in bad shape. Miles to go. Let's get it. Well, good afternoon. I have not spoken to the camera in a headshots, and it's already 1 o'clock Central Time. I had to get moving early this morning to make it to Eddvyville to pick up my resupply before the post office closed. When I woke up this morning, the local I met, James, left me 2 bottles of water, so even more trail magic. James, thank you again. And then it started to rain when I was packing up. And it rained some more and it cleared up, but then it was just more mud and nastiness. And I got to Eddvyville and trying to charge my stuff at the post office, and the outlet didn't work, and Linda at the post office directed me to the Millstone Water District. Talked to a lady named Becky, and she was so gracious and let me sit in their building and hang out while I charge my stuff, and she let me refill my water at their sink. Becky, if you ever see this video, thank you so much. You have saved my day, saved my trip with getting enough battery to make it to the end. So I have met some incredible people on this trail. That might be the best part for me, is just meeting people who are so willing to help. All right, let's get to Lusk Creek. Well, it looks like it's time to get wet again. I don't see a way to afford that without getting my shoes wet. Well, that was refreshing. I made it to the end of day 5. Forgot to mention that today's Wednesday, May the 19th, at the beginning of today, but, and back to back, just get wrecked days. This amount of mileage consecutively is tough, as I'm learning very quickly. Usually I'm more poetic and articulate than this, but I hope that this gives an honest account of just how much going 20 plus miles now 5 days straight, what it does to your mind at the end of the day. I mean, it's crazy to think that what I'm looking forward to most of all, like on this trip so far, is to get to camp, pitch my tent, inflate my sleeping pad so I can just lay down and eat my food. Like, just lie down and eat my food. Like, that's how exhausted I feel. So, the map says I went right at 23 miles, but here's the thing. Chad and I did this section back in December, and I don't know whether I was hallucinating or what, but for the life of me, I feel like they have changed part of the route since we've been here in December, because I was looking at the official River to River Trail maps that I downloaded from their website compared to the REI version, and they are different in this one section, and it probably added like an extra mile or a mile and a half. I haven't done the math, but it felt longer, so that was really frustrating. The mud was bad again leading up to Eddvyville. It wasn't as bad in Lusk Creek. And I think for a lesson for day 5 is that sometimes it's a stronger move to ask for help. I could have let my pride win when I was at that water district charging up my devices and said, oh, I'll filter water myself later down the road. I humbled myself and asked Becky there, like, hey, do you mind if I fill my water bottles up? And I mean, that allowed me to just gather 1 liter for the whole day out of a creek, and that was a game changer. And so just thinking about whether I'm on the trail or off the trail, like how different my life would be if I'm more willing to ask for help when I know that I need it, compared to trying to be big and tough and think I can do it on my own. I struggle with that, I know. I'm trying to get better at it. So anyways, I need to crash. Maybe I'll sleep in the morning or something, I don't know. But gosh, 2 more days feels like a eternity, but at the same time it feels so close. We'll see you in the morning.